boosting your 911 GT3 RS. Should you do it? And if so, should you twin turbo it or supercharge it? Or should you just get a GT2 RS and call it a day? Welcome everyone. Room News. Now, before we get started, with the title of the video, I want to ask you guys a question. It's very interesting to me. You see, let's take a look at this kind of homage Porsche GT1 that was put together by Vale Automotive, one of the many GT1 tributes. There are several others as well, but this is the one I have chosen for now. Just to ask a question, what would a actual from the factory OEM 911 GT1 look like today? What would you want from it? And what would a 911 GT1 RS do to really push the envelope to also, surpass something like a GT2? Can Porsche really put something together that could possibly top the old 991 911 GT2 RS MR? Because that would be the benchmark, I feel like. And honestly, that's a pretty hard thing to do. And I like the 991 GT2 RS. It's got to be said. And I'm a BMW guy. I mean, talking about other GT1 tributes, but maybe the Tut-Hill GT1 is all we need, but I don't know. I don't think so. At the very least, what Porsche could do if they wanted to be kind of, how do I put this, cost effective about it, is what they could do is after they've built the 992 GT2 RS, what they could do is, since that car is rear-wheel drive, unless if I'm mistaken, they could take the GT2 RS platform with the turbocharged engine and, all of the handling performance and all that stuff, and make it all-wheel drive using the technology of the GT3, but combined with the turbocharged engine, and call that the GT1 RS. Have it basically just be an all-wheel drive version of the GT2 RS, and give it just a body, an exterior that pays homage to the last version of the 911 GT1. I think that would be insane. Now, head on over to Gintani if you have a GT3 RS, because if you want more power, but you don't want a GT2 RS, because you'd rather your car be all-wheel drive, they will twin turbo your car, and it'll still sound good, because you can still rev it to the sky. Have a listen. That right there is how the GT2 RS should sound. The high revving just solves everything. The turbos on the GT2 are actually too loud. You can't hear the motor at all. It is muffled beyond recognition. Is it just me, or does this car almost have the kind of audio undertones similar to a certain turbo kit or a certain tuner car we always find ourselves talking about on this channel? Just me?
We did a 91 meth pull. The car made 718 wheel horsepower on 91 meth.
Okay, 718 wheel horsepower on a 91 meth tune? That just blows the GT2 RS out of the water. Granted, I don't know how far you can push the GT2 RS when you're tuning it.
This is on 6.5 pounds of boost. And when we put the 5-gallon E85 map in the car, I'd see we made 781 wheel horsepower.
Jesus Christ.
Stock to a 91 5-gallon mix E-file, the car gained 300 wheel horsepower.
Tell you what, I'm in. Because that sounds wild. But should you put a GT2 RS kit on it? I think the GT2 exterior just looks a little better. Unless if there's a way to get that 935 slant nose front bumper that they did for the front end, because that would be cool too. I think putting a GT2 exterior on that GT3 now that it's twin turboed, I think makes a lot of sense. It just looks so much better. Gintani just never fails, man. Also, remember that secret weapon fab exhaust system that I talked about, the one for the Huracan? Well, imagine if they created like a twin turbo version of that you would literally have the sound that old school underground racing cars used to make. You would have, this is the sound of underground, sort of energy. Underground cars don't make that sound anymore. Anyways, back to the Porsche. The turbos are not choking out the engine sound. That's my whole issue with the GT2 RS. It sounds so good. And I know all of my BMW viewers are probably lighting their pitchforks. Lighting their pitchforks. Lighting torches and getting their pitchforks. I can feel it. It really does sound like a tuner car. Tell you what though, I am adding the 991 GT3 RS to the list, Gintani. You are now part of the grand plan. We're going to twin turbo GT3 RS, put a GT2 RS body kit on it, and paint it like Ruby Star or something, and it will be nuts. Oh my God. We could put the MR kit on it as well. That would be really cool. That would be outrageously expensive. The Manti Racing package is super expensive. All right, we can't go wrong with a TRC video. Yes, that's right. Someone finally supercharged the 991 GT3 RS using the kit from RR Racing, which is claimed to add about 200 to 240 wheel horsepower. So 220 wheels, about 300-ish crank. I'm not sure. Maybe 350. That makes the GT3 RS almost 700 crank horsepower with this package. And relax, math isn't about precision or anything like that. It's not a science. But it is my understanding that you can also use this kit, turn up your car, to basically have a 911 GT3 RS be on the same level as a GT2 RS. But you get the benefits of the all-wheel drive and the crazy high RPM sound. Because let's face it, the GT2 RS, again, just doesn't sound very good. It's supercharged, not turbocharged. Crazy thing about supercharging cars like this is it doesn't change the character of the car at all. The sound remains the same. It just becomes so much faster. It's like the supercharger kits you can get for things like the E46 M3, E92 M3, the Huracans, and the R8s. And they all just add a couple hundred horsepower, and they just really wake the cars up.
From the factory, these things make what, like 400 horsepower or something?
To the wheels, they make on average like around 420 wheel.
I did not know that.
Right now with the supercharger kit, it's at about 620 wheel.
That's a really good number. 600 wheel is the Goldilocks number for pretty much any street car. Perfect number. Man, this is a hard choice to make. Do you go twin turbo or supercharger? I mean, who are you calling? Gintani, RR Racing, or Ghostbusters? That probably wasn't funny. Let me know in the comments.